Hello everybody, my name is Erin Mayer and I'm so excited to do this video for you about inviting because I feel like this is the one thing that a lot of people avoid doing, but it's probably the most important thing when it comes to doing income producing activities to build your business, as well as just genuinely helping more people. Like, this is how we're going to help more people. So I'm going to be honest, if my coach Taryn had not invited me to join my very first challenge group in July, end of July 2014, I would not be here today. I am not the type of person to reach out to someone to ask for help. I'm not the type of person that wants to message someone to find out how much a product is. Even if I wanted it really, really bad, I would just stalk their page and wait to see if the price comes up. Otherwise, I would never message them. And here's why. At that time in my life, more so than ever, Matt and I were struggling financially. And I didn't want to open myself up to the cost and find out I couldn't do something and be disappointed. Number two, I feared failure. I had been that person who went to the gym like 2 days a week, or I would diet for like 2 days a week and then I would fall off. So I wasn't the type of person to ever really take the leap to invest in myself because we didn't have the money for it. And I figured I was probably too busy to do it. And I just didn't have the time. When Taryn messaged me to join the group, all I knew is she was somebody that I grew up with. We hadn't spoken in years, but she looked happy in her pictures. She was sharing her journey, and she invited me to something to do and have an accountability partner. And I just thought to myself, I have to try this. I'm forever grateful for her inviting me. So let's now think of it from Taryn's perspective. Taryn was doing the business for several months, I think almost a year at that point when she invited me. She probably looked at my name and thought, well, I don't know if Erin's going to want to do this with me. We haven't spoken in a long time. Should I invite her? Shouldn't I invite her? And I'm just guessing, but most likely that's probably what she was thinking. And for whatever reason, she still sent the invite. And I am to this day forever grateful. And so as you start your journey as a business builder and growing as a coach, you're going to want to start sending out invites. And what are invites? Invites is a direct message connecting with someone and basically asking them, do you want to do this with me? Or do you want to try this program with me? Or do you have an interest in checking out my group? Or have you ever thought about doing a business like I'm doing from home? And that can feel scary because you don't know the response you're going to get. And here's the truth. The majority of the people are going to be a no, a not now, or they're going to read your message and forget to message you back to say, no, thanks, not right now. Or their kids are going to be the ones on their phone and they're going to open up your message and then the person's never actually going to read it. Or they're going to read your message and they're not going to want to hurt your feelings and say no, but they're just not going to respond yet. And I want you to know that that is okay. For the majority of the time, most of the people that you're going to reach out to are going to be a not yet. Unless you find a unicorn. Every once in a while we find a unicorn that somebody's like, yes, I'm in, sign me up, let's do it. But for the most part, we have to expect the no's and not nows. So why would we invite people if we're going to expect no's? Well, I'm going to answer that for you now. So Facebook and Instagram want to keep people on their social media platforms as long as possible because they have ads and that's how they make money, right? Well, the moment you private message somebody and then they start responding back to you or even just open up your message, Facebook and Instagram go, I think person A wants to see person B more because they're talking to each other. I think I'm going to show this person their post and I'm going to show this person their post. So what happens is when you do really that initial touch, that initial invite to ask someone if they're open to learn about what you're doing, the very next post you put up will most likely be the very top one in their news feed. And so what happens is people get to know, figure out if they like you and trust you a whole lot faster if they see your content and they see your stuff. But the majority of the people on social media will not see your posts and will not see your stuff unless they're purposefully going to look for it, or you're regularly talking with them or interacting with them on social media. And that's why we're always consistently expanding. We're always building our network, and we're always inviting, because that gives us an opportunity to be seen by more people. So let's talk about the actual invite. When do you invite? How do you invite? Who do you invite? So first off, who do you invite? When you're starting your business, it's really great to start with people that you know, which is your warm market. These are people that already know you, they already like you, they already trust you. This could be family and friends. Really, I would suggest you go ahead and make a list of 30 people that you know, chances are they're not already a Beachbody coach, or they're most likely not working with a coach already, and you feel reasonably comfortable messaging them and asking them. And your message to this person could be something as simple as, hey, Erin, I just wanted to reach out. I don't want to be pushy at all, but I didn't know if you'd be open to be one of my guinea pigs for this new thing I'm doing. I'm looking for 10 people to try out some free workouts for the next 2 weeks just to see if they enjoy the programs. Then if you choose to cancel it, it's no biggie. But if you love it, it's like super cheap and it's really, really great. Would you be open to hear more? Every invite we send needs to be direct, ask the question, acknowledge you don't want to be pushy or salesy, and then ends with a question. Now, you might be wondering, well, okay, I know who I want to invite, but how many invites do I send out? Like, I still have a full-time job, I still have the kids at home. What do I do? So you'll notice that we have a business tracker that we use for our team, but the company also has a business tracker. So what I would recommend for consistency's sake is to decide your minimums of what you want to do as a habit. Because just like the fitness journey where you're creating a habit and doing your workouts, drinking your shake, having your Energize, eating your beach bars instead of junk food as snacks, you're going to do the same for your business. And you want to build that consistency over time with consistently inviting people each day. So typically, a lot of the coaches invite 4 days a week, like Monday through Thursday, and then do follow-ups on Friday. Follow-up is like, and I'll talk about this more in the next video, but it's more just like the people who said, yeah, I want to know more. And then you just need to touch base to see where they're at. So, you have to decide what your number is for invites. I would say an average of 10 challenge invites and 10 business invites is a really great place to start, but it's all about what works for you and your pockets of time. The key is to understand that the majority of the people who you thought would say yes are going to be a no. And the majority of the people who you were thinking, I don't want to invite them. I don't know if it's their thing. Maybe I shouldn't. Okay, I'm not going to. Well, maybe I should. The ones who you're most hesitant about are often the ones who are more likely to say yes. Like the cousin's cousin that you haven't talked to in a long time, or the person from high school that it's been years, or, the mailman's daughter's cousin's sister that you met through social media, or the random mom who you have a lot of stuff in common with on social media that you just connect with. Those are the people that might say yes faster than the close family and friends. Why do we invite? We've talked about that already. And where do you track invites? So really, you want to come up with a best system for you so you know who you've invited, what you've invited them to, and then having a plan. One of the great things is looking at your calendar for the month, and often your leader will lay out to you what they're doing. But it might be for the last 2 weeks of the month, we're focusing on inviting to a new challenge group coming up. Maybe the beginning of July, where we have a challenge group focusing on the health and fitness journey. And then maybe the second or third week in July, we have a new coach workshop that's coming up. That's where we would do more business invites. So really, you want to come up with a best plan and strategy for you. Our team is great because there's always something to invite to. There's always something happening. You just need to look at all the information that's available to you and decide to you what you can execute best, especially if you're on a limited time and limited schedule. It's much better to master one type of invite than trying to do everything. I hope that helps. And as you go over this and more time happens, you're going to get even more confident. It's all about taking action. And you're going to mess up. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to not know what to say, and that's okay. What I want you to truly embrace is that you can say all the right things, but it could just be the wrong person in the wrong time, and that's all right. And you could send a message that really has all the, you said all the wrong things, but it was truly the right time for that person, and they're going to be ready. So it's all about just being consistent and leaning into the process and learning as you go. There's tons of great tools and resources on our team page, and I believe, like I said, in the Coach Online office. And it's just about being consistent, because if you're consistent in your journey and you're documenting your journey on your stories, you're documenting your journey on social media, what happens is that really opens up the way for you to say to somebody, hey, thanks for liking my post. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? It's as simple as that. So if you have any questions, drop them below. I hope you found this helpful, and so excited for you guys to take off on all your greatness. Bye.